When will it end? The IRS watchdog saying the tax agency wasting more money, this time $5.6 billion more, in bogus education tax breaks in 2012. Well, now one Republican lawmaker has a way to make it end. Slash the IRS budget by the same amount that it wastes. And, Emac, you say we should do it for all agencies.
Yeah, I agree. Cut the budget and even cut out whole agencies. When is the government itself going to declare itself systemically risky, as it says that of the banks? Listen, I'll tell you something. Not one more nickel of taxpayer dollars until they fix their shop down there in Washington, D.C. The waste, fraud, and abuse in the government could have easily paid for the president's health reform bill, which is also loaded with waste, fraud, and abuse.
Well, Austin, $125 billion is wasted in 2014 across all federal agencies. You got to make these agencies account for the money they're wasting. Is this a way to do it?
No, look, people engaged in tax fraud, and your answer is let's get rid of the fraud inspectors. If you applied this to meat inspection, we will all be dead, because as soon as somebody makes a problem, we're going to get rid of the people who find the problem.
All right. Well, Rich, I'm supporting Austin here now. We have a chart that shows how much less we are spending. We're spending a little bit less on the IRS over the past couple of years. Does this prove his point that if you spend less, you might even get more fraud?
No, not at all. Look, we're talking about a metastatic cancer here, the cancer that is the IRS tax code. It's so big that whittling at the margins does nothing. It has to be blown up. We have to have radical tax reform. Then all of this stuff goes away.
Well, Sabrina, how do you isolate the fraud in order to cut it out?
Well, part of it is by shrinking government. As Emac says, I mean, one of the reasons that people are constantly trying to get out of paying their taxes is because they feel as though government is constantly harping on them, constantly taking away their hard work. When I think about how hard it is to put your taxes together, to document every single expense that you make so that the government knows how you're spending your business dollars, it's absolutely reasonable that people would say it's time to slash the IRS's budget.
Well, Mike, I do like the simplicity of this guy's suggestion. You know, if you have this much fraud, you get this much less money.
Yeah, I like it too. And let's go back to 2008, David. That was the record year for the number of tax filings. So relative to the budget, there were way more filings in 2008 than there were in 2012. Yet we didn't have nearly that much fraud. So don't give me this, well, if we cut back, we won't be able to catch anybody. No, we had less money relative to filings. We didn't. You just don't hire people like Louis Lerner and all the incompetence that the Obama administration has hired.
Hold on. Let's give Austin a chance to get in. Go ahead, Austin.
Look, the Obama administration didn't hire Lois Lerner. These are non-political professionals who are there at the IRS.
Really?
If you don't like the fraud in a program, abolish the program. Don't abolish the inspectors. It doesn't make any sense.
We may all agree on that one. Abolish the programs themselves. Coming up, lots of folks working more than 9 to 5 to make ends meet. We've got the stocks to help you work less and enjoy more.
Working